Welcome back to A Star in a Simulator Car, the series where guests come in and try out a £100,000 simulator, all for the bragging rights of who's the fastest. Today's guest is one of our own content creators. It is Aeterno. Welcome to A Star in a Simulator Car. Are you excited to be here?
I am, yeah. I mean, I think it's fair to say that the series has already peaked, and
Now
hopefully
we've got you on.
I know.
Well, we've had quite
scraping.
a few fast times, and we need someone to go at the bottom as someone for
Understandable.
everybody else to beat. So I suppose that's
Yeah.
why you are on today. But this is probably your first time being on the simulator. It's the first time really being in the Veloce HQ, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So first time on the simulator. Had a couple of laps on it in a different car the other day, but today first time in, and hopefully don't embarrass myself too much.
we're not going to talk about that just yet. We'll get onto the simulator later on in the interview. But we want to go back. You know, you are a YouTuber, a content creator. How did that all begin for you?
So it was sort of about 2013, maybe, back when I was still in school. So sort of started making videos with my schoolmates, really. So started a channel with them, like a joint channel, and I just happened to be really into F1. I think it was 2012 back then, and just started recording on the classic PVRs, and just sort of went from there. Really started league racing, then got into doing career mode stuff, and then just here we are.
Did you ever think back then that you would be having so many subscribers, on over 10,000 now? How many exactly?
10,500-ish.
You know the exact number, don't you?
No.
So over 10,000
Yeah.
subscribers, which of course is a good result for someone in the F1 community, because it's very hard to sort of get traction in the community. But then to also be part of an esports team, Veloce as well. You're one of the first real members, weren't you? For
Yeah, I
Veloce.
was.
How did that even come about?
So that was actually back when I joined the AOR commentary team. So Jamie, the one of the managers here, just sort of sent me a message, and we spoke about it. And like you say, it was just sort of when Veloce was starting. So I wouldn't say took a chance on it, but I could see that it was sort of going places. And now, obviously, here we are in the HQ, and yeah, it's all looking really good. So really happy.
Are you proud of the progress that has been made from Veloce from the start, from when you obviously started out to how it is now? Did you even see that it would take, such a short period of time for it to gain traction and have the members that we have at the moment?
Yeah, I think it was always difficult to sort of know, but especially when Veloce is sort of one of the first racing esports teams to sort of come into the market. And obviously, we've had the F1 Esports Championship, where we've got like Danny, Sally, both winning races, and winning championships in Danny's case, and then obviously we've got James winning E-Rock. It's just the sort of things you don't necessarily expect to come about so quickly, but now it's all happened. Who knows where we'll be in a year's time.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned league racing yourself. Of course, there's a competition of who is the fastest, so you have a bit of league racing history. But is that credential e-racing history?
I'd say I peaked in about F1 2014, before
the game when no one plays.
Yeah, I mean that's besides the point. But yeah, obviously since, especially like I think the new generation of games came out from F1 2015 onwards. Obviously, AOR especially, and then latterly F1 Esports has really sort of risen to prominence. So you've seen people dedicate so many hours to it, which is something which I haven't done, evidently, and obviously I spend more time sort of creating content, but yeah, I mean it's great to see the fact that you are getting people who are able to spend all this amount of time on it and obviously make a living out of it now. So yeah, I can't complain too much. So yeah.
Not only a YouTuber, you're also at uni doing aeronautical engineering. Am I correct in saying so? So
yeah.
Is it difficult juggling the two of those together? You've got such a big degree. It's not just something that some people do first year and they're just like, this is easy, we can blow through this. Aeronautical engineering is a big thing, lots going on. So is it very difficult to juggle that and a YouTube channel at the same time?
Yeah, it has been pretty difficult. So obviously you go to uni, you want to sort of have the whole uni experience, doing a difficult course. But I think always, like when I've been at uni, it's sort of in the back of your mind that you want to keep making these videos, and I don't know what it is. It's maybe just that sort of like creative instinct, especially with a lot of the series which I do, tend to be sort of quite heavily edited and modded and whatever. And I guess it's just that creative instinct just never goes away. And anybody who's done YouTube will know that as soon as you get that bug, that's it, you can't stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been difficult, but definitely haven't regretted it.
Are there any things on your channel that we could be expecting in the future? Any sort of teasers?
So looking at doing quite a heavily modded career mode, something similar to what I've done in the past, but definitely looking to go more down the route of different content to what the others are doing. Obviously, Ben and Arab are absolutely smashing it at the moment, and they're doing their thing. So I think I've got to do something a little bit different, so expect some of that soon.
Any sort of idea when that could be dropping?
Gonna try some out before F1 2019 release in a sort of a mini series, and then when F1 2019 comes out, maybe try a few different bits then as well.
Yeah, well, F1 2019, dropping, obviously that's going to be a big thing for you as well. Probably smashing the career mode like most people do, but are there any things that you want to look into? Because there are some new features, F2 spec cars, for example. Any new features that have sort of caught your eye that you would definitely want to get your teeth into?
I'm really looking forward to multiplayer actually this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully they've stabilised it.
Get back in that league racing and become a champion. Yeah, F1 Esports 2020.
Definitely not.
Aeterno coming your way.
No, I'm looking forward to the whole multiplayer aspect of obviously having unlockables, it looks like this year. Almost a little bit like the FIFA Ultimate Team route. So on F1 2016, I did a series on my channel which was sort of similar to Ultimate Team. So it's something which myself and I know Arav has always been really keen on. And it seems this year they're starting to bring that customizable element to it. So I've been a big FIFA player for quite a few years, and I'd love it if F1 started to go down that route a little bit. Yeah,
it would be very, very cool. Right. Let's talk about the reason why you're here. This simulator.
If we have to.
We look at the board and we've got quite a few names. James absolutely running away a bit at the moment. Jev, obviously big name, Formula E champion. 127.2, not too far away from these guys, so it is possible to sort of beat them. Do you reckon you can sort of be there or thereabouts?
I hope I'm not embarrassing myself too much. Obviously, James is absolutely unreal. He's so adaptable on the different games and whatever, so not expecting to really get near him, but obviously the rest of the area is pretty clustered, so hopefully can be there or thereabouts.
For the content creators, but we are going to have a few more people coming on in the future, so even if you are just behind Ben, we're going to have like some Niran who is a FIFA player, so hopefully at least if you are last, there's the hope that he's going to be worse off than you. But were there any things that when you jumped on that sort of shocked you immediately, different to how you've just had a steering wheel at home? Anything that's like really different?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, it's the first time which I've been on this simulator, and it's the closest thing that I've had to a real life car. So I drove the Loughborough Uni Formula Student car last year, which is sort of like a scaled down F1 car almost. And that is this simulator is the closest thing I've ever experienced to that. The force feedback is really responsive and really difficult to get on top of. The pedals, the seating position, just everything is completely different from the home setup. Yeah, even if you have a steering wheel, I'm sure you know as well. A steering wheel in your bedroom is just completely different. It took me a while to get used to it, but hopefully didn't embarrass myself too much.
And of course, getting used to the BMW M8 GTE, which is a sports car, and you drive more open wheelers in virtual racing, so that was definitely a bit different for you. Yeah,
it was. Obviously, we both did the virtual GP, which was in a GTE car, which went all right.
You took a shortcut.
Yes.
Didn't turn out that great for you.
No, it didn't, but that experience, hopefully.
At least we didn't get a penalty coming into the pits for serving a penalty.
Yeah, Tom.
Unlike Tom. Yeah. But yeah, we've had a little bit of experience, so I suppose that's not too bad. So without any further ado, I think the last thing to do is to take a look at your lap and see how you did.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Right, let's do this. We all know how this is going to end, so let's just get on with it.
Very, very enthusiastic.
The confidence.
Going into it. Away you go. Bit of a slow start.
Come on. Good turn one, please.
Good turn one. Is it going to be a good turn one? Down in towards the first corner, completely missing the apex and not using all the curb on the left-hand side, but we'll ignore that. In towards Druids, the second corner. That's nice and tight. That is good. Maybe a little bit wide on the exit, but it's not too bad.
Beautiful.
On the track.
Not crashed quite yet.
You're very happy.
Mate, honestly, my
with your
confidence
performance, I know.
through the roof.
Absolutely amazing. Through the left-handed turn 3, where Storm famously went wide in towards Surtees now. That's not too bad. Again, wide on the apex, but at least you're hitting an apex this time around. Long run down.
Still not died. This is good.
You are the most confident driver we have had so far. Believe in yourself, man. In towards Daily Corner then. Famous for where Ben got lost. And you've kept it on the track, so you're already doing better than him so far. In towards this next right-hander. Oh, a bit slow through there. I think you might have just lost a bit of momentum in towards that corner. Only a few more corners left to go. Very short circuit is the Brands Hatch GP.
That was good. That was good.
And now the confidence is coming through. You're impressed with yourself now. You're thinking that maybe you can do it. One more corner left to go. Short little blast down towards this right-hander. Again, nice and tidy. You're using a lot of track on the left-hand side. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of the track as you run down towards the line on the Brabham straight and come across it now. And that is your lap time in our BMW M8.
Oh, that was all right. Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
So much confidence in yourself. Watching that, how was that?
It wasn't as bad as I thought maybe at the time. Obviously, I only had like a few laps to sort of get up to speed. And a few corners definitely could have been improved. Not hitting the apex on everyone, but, you know.
You didn't go off the circuit, though.
No,
and
that is true.
Of course, a bonus. Mm-hmm. But some of these guys did, so that could maybe push you further up against them. Watching that, now where do you see yourself possibly being?
I mean, let's not lie, I'm still going to be at the bottom. Hopefully, though, can be somewhat close to Ben. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully in the 1 minute.
Yes,
what we're aiming for.
That would be
1
good.
minute.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that you did it in a 1 minute, so you can be happy with that. So you can go away happy. However,
oh dear,
you did it in a 1:30.1, which unfortunately does mean you are at the bottom of our leaderboard. But you have been an absolutely fantastic guest. It's been a pleasure to have you on this show. Do you think you're going to have to come back, maybe do some laps back at home,
I'm going to have to sweat it out.
And try and move yourself up the board? Well, thank you very much for coming on. Like I say, it's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the Veloce channel if you have enjoyed today's video. We will see you next time when we have a new guest in our simulator car. I've been Haydon, this has been Aeterno, and we will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye.